OK, are you up in arms that the Academy has ignored minority actors in this case, or should you accept the nominations have been made on performance alone? We're joined now by the actress Michelle Gayle and the broadcaster Julia Hartley-Brewer on this one. Michelle, how do you read this?
I really think Will and Jada have done something brave and something that only they possibly could do. Their position in Hollywood is solid. No one in Hollywood is going to say we're never going to make another Will Smith movie. And believe me, if you're not high up in Hollywood, this is the type of thing that would get you chucked out. OK, he's in a position where he can make a stance and say, where's the diversity in this list and last year's list? And anyone who looks at the list can say, there is no diversity. He's not making this up. I do think there is a deeper problem in Hollywood, as in there are Oscar movie roles that are not perhaps going to black actors. And if you're not in the role, it's highly unlikely that you're going to get nominated anyway. So, of course, the wider issue is casting and writing. If you keep casting the romantic lead or the two romantic leads as white couples, then black people don't get the chance to show that side and that range of their acting.
Deep, Julia. If it's more, you know, Michelle's saying it's about the scripting and the writing before you ever get to the Oscar nominations. Is what they're doing, boycotting, going to make any difference at all?
Well, no, I think we should all boycott the Oscars.
Of course
it's a
it
load
is.
Of silly nonsense.
Do you think next year's list will arrive without a black actor in the best female or best...
and that's the issue, because then that's actually going to be an insult to a brilliant actor who accidentally happens, brackets, is black. Look, the reality is a lot of overpaid silly lovies being paid millions of dollars to do something that's, let's face it, rather easier than an awful lot of hard work that a lot of people do for a living, complaining that not only do they get millions of dollars, but they want to have an award too. I'm sorry, I think it's a little bit embarrassing. I think we have reached peak lovidom, and it all needs to stop. Look, is there racism in America and in Britain? Yes. Is there racism in the film industry? Yes. Is it the case that a lot of black actors who should be getting Oscar nominations aren't getting them? Yes. Same with a lot of white actors. There are numbers of white actors who've never won Oscars, who people regard as brilliant actors. Ed Norton, Leonardo DiCaprio, Will Smith. In this protest, it's basically saying we think that the Academy members who are voting on this are deliberately not voting for black actors and black actresses because they are racist. That's quite a statement.
No, I disagree. I don't think that anywhere along the line they said that they were racist. They just said
That's
the makeup. Well, no, because someone doesn't choose you doesn't mean that they're racist. It just means the choices put before them, OK, didn't appeal to them because 96% of them were white and 77% of them are male.
Why does an actor only appeal to me because I'm white? Who's white?
No, it's not about an actor. It's about it's always about stories. The same way, if you look at marketing, why do they have chick lit then? If certain books don't appeal to women, there's no point pretending that certain things don't appeal to certain groups of people. That's why you have
only
marketing.
White actors appeal to white audiences.
No,
I offer to you Will Smith and Eddie Murphy.
No, sorry, I'm talking about stories that appeal. So therefore, the story about NWA in Compton would not resonate with an average age group of 65, whereas someone from that era of between 30 and 40 will remember when NWA came out and that moment, and then you can judge whether they captured that moment correctly. So therefore, wanting diversity is something that we should all want. I don't understand why there's even a dispute.
If you want diversity, you have to, at that point, if you're saying that it is unacceptable for ever to be nominees who are not also of colour as well as white, by definition you're saying we need quotas. Actually, you know what we need? Let's have quotas for 47-year-old mothers of one. I've never been nominated for an Oscar.
But if
the reality is that ugly, old, fat people don't get nominated.
Yeah, if you're of Spanish descent
I think the wider issue is that not that they're lovies. I think the wider issue is actually there's a whole bunch of people in the world who feel underrepresented. And if someone like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith can say, actually, it's important to people of colour to see that they matter on screen.
You know, the thing is,
I think that's a brilliant thing to say.
To people who don't, I've never once looked at you or anybody else, Will Smith, and thought about their colour. I honestly have not.
Oh, no, I don't think that that's the argument, Eamonn. I think the argument is, do people of colour feel represented on the television and film screen? And that's an argument that you need to take to people of colour and see how they feel about that.
If I were a young black American, I think I'd be more concerned about their chances of being shot dead by a white police officer for doing nothing than I would about whether or not a multi-millionaire actor has got another award to put on their bathroom shelf.